I think the biggest fumble I consistently do on a regular basis when cooking is I always forget to thaw the meat. So it's like, I'm like getting ready for the gym and stuff, and I'm like, all right, this is fine, you know, nice little casual arm day today. And all I have to do is like cook. And then I'm like, oh yeah, my ground beef is currently a cement block because it's still frozen. Frozen, never fresh, by the way. That's how I cook in this house. But anyways, I always just somehow forget that I need to thaw my meat. And it comes back to bite me every time. I don't know how it happens. I really don't. But currently it's like 10 and I wanted to eat like 6 hours ago, but I don't know how that happened. I just got out of control with doing other things, and now I'm waiting for my food to cook still. So yeah, here we are at 11 or 10, I mean, cooking ground beef and rice. Day 3,762 of eating rice with a ground meat. Probably won't switch it up for another like 3,000 days. Thank you for asking. But if I'm being honest, I mean, as long as I look anabolic while eating this stuff, and as long as the gains are there, I'll be okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I do gag a little when it goes down. I think that's normal at this point. That's almost like a healthy response instead of just straight projectile vomiting. My body hasn't fully rejected it yet, though. If I'm only gagging, we're still in the green zone. Now, I will update you if the rice and ground meat combo turns into a puking matter, because then it's not doable. And for all the people wondering out there, oh, why don't you just change it up and cook something? I don't know. That would take effort, and I don't have any more effort other than to the gym. The rest of life, I kind of just... But then when it comes to the gym, I actually give it effort. I'm like, all right, I need to do this. But yeah, you know, that's how life goes. I give all my effort to the gym and everything else just kind of crumbles. Here's the current time check, 11:37 p.m. You can see it's night out. You kids, you can't even see out. It's just a reflection of me. See? All right, first set of tricep push down. And if you look right here, we've got a broken piece of gum. And if you put it together, that's 100 milligrams of caffeine. This is where the degenerate, not even in working out to be healthy comes into play. I'm taking a lot of caffeine so I'm able to work out late at night. It's kind of like counteractive, I feel like. I feel like you go to the gym to be healthy, but then I blast a ton of caffeine, so it kind of just like negates any type of health benefits I gain, because it's like, oh yeah, my heart's running overtime. All right, that was, obviously it's easy as always, like I say in almost every single video, because you know what? The warm-up set is kind of just a waste of time, but it's like a formality. If you're a lifter, you know what I mean? You have to warm up because your joints will tear otherwise. But honestly, if I'm being 100% honest with you right now, I wish I could just skip the warm-up set forever. I would do that. Maybe if I start like a really incredible cycle, I'll be able to just like warm up with the whole stack. That'd be kind of fun. I've done about a 60-pound jump, so definitely not safe or recommended. But you know, I kind of just like, I'm bored of warming up my triceps. I'm just gonna go for it. I think the more caffeine I take, the more okay I'm with the idea of being risky and ego lifting. Yeah, I like ego lifting more when the more caffeine I have in my bloodstream. I love it. Thing is about that, right? Listen. I can go way heavier. I thought that was gonna be ego lifting. That was kind of easy, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was grunting, whatever. Allegedly I was grunting. I'm going to 200. 150 to 200. Road to muscle tear. No, actually, I'll do 185. I won't jump all the way yet. I've got time. I'm just gonna grab the whole stack and do it. That was 185. It was a good effort, but I still can go heavier. I feel like when you're lifting, when you keep moving up the weight that you thought you would struggle with, it's like a top 3 feeling on this earth. It's actually incredible. You're sitting there looking at the weight and you're like, oh my gosh, 185 is gonna humble me. And then now you're jumping to 210 because 185 was too easy. Peak human experience right there. All right, listen. 215. I'm not going to think about it too much. This weight has been retired for some time. I'm taking everything out of my shorts. I don't need any distractions. Is this metal? Beautiful. Magnetic. Pretty nice. Paid extra top dollar for that. It was $10 off Amazon. All right, but 215 on the tricep extension. This weight has been retired for ages. But today, we're unretiring it. All right, to say that those were ego reps, that'd be an understatement. It honestly felt good, I'm not gonna lie. My triceps definitely felt good after that. But I know that form was terrible. I know that form was reeking of just ego. Listen, these are not, let me try that again. Almost just died. These are not called tricep dips, these are called tricep humblers. This is like, the fact that some people can do tricep dips with like 4 45s tied to them, or like 3 45s, even 2 of them tied to themselves is insane. Because I can just use my overeating, binge eating, no diet body frame, and boom, I'm exhausted and burnt. All right. We got 9 there. That's not bad. Also, another side note, I feel like when this grip is like closer, like inward, it feels a lot better. I feel like when you go wide, it just like kills your left shoulder. And then close, amazing. Crisp. I'm not gonna lie, my triceps are feeling phenomenal at this exercise. Usually they're quitting out at about like rep 6 and the left shoulder's got like a heartbeat in it, whatever that is. Definitely not something healthy. Probably like a form of heart attack, I don't know. But anyways, that's irrelevant. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling amazing, dude. I'm gonna start taking caffeine this late all the time. I'm just gonna quit my job, dude, it'll be fine. So I refuse to buy SoundCloud Premium, and my most annoying ad that I run into
is like food ads. Like I just got a Wendy's ad and apparently they've got like 6 different Frosty flavors now. I mean, that sounds amazing, but it's like I'm in the peak of summer. Do you think I have time to eat an 1,000-calorie like ice cream treat just every day? It's bad, dude. It's really bad. And if you're wondering why I use SoundCloud still, it's because it's like the best place for hardstyle EDM. And like, yeah, it's cringe music, but it really does get the job done when you're lifting. You feel like you're in an edit or something, which is even cringy, cornier to say. Whatever. It works. Alright, why don't we go check a tricep pump before they fall off. Also, a little side note, I always forget about this, but tricep dips, also get your chest so incredibly pumped. And I forget about it like every time. It doesn't look that pumped, but it feels like it. Just got done doom scrolling. Now it's time to do a little bit of overhead extension. Probably the goated tricep exercise, top 2 at least.
The difference between where you are and where you want to be is all about mindset. The 1% mindset. It's the way you see the world. It's the way you face challenges. It's the way you think when times are tough. That's what makes the 1% different from the rest. The 1% don't waste their time. They don't let distractions pull them away from their goals. They don't spend hours scrolling through social media. They don't get lost in pointless gossip. They know what they want, and they are willing to put in the work every single day. You know, most people think that success is about talent or luck. They think that the 1% were born with something special, something that...
That's 185, and that's doable, you know? I mean, I got it airborne. That was the biggest challenge usually, because it weighs as much as me. Let me talk to the 205. I think we're capable of doing it. The whole stack is 215. And honestly, I don't know if my elbows would appreciate that. So let's do 205. All right, let me show you guys real quick. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This might just be my ego getting a hold of me, but hey, it's always worth a shot. Sometimes your ego leads you into success. And then the other 90% of the time it leads you into death.
Just don't have. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's not about being the most talented. It's about consistency.
You look at that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around.
All right, I need to learn a little. I can feel myself turning all red. Wow, okay. We're not quite there yet with our strength. We'll do 195. I never felt so much pressure in my face. I don't think that's good at all, actually.
These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything.
Let them underestimate you. Work on the side.
I can't. The triceps are done for tonight. They're gassed. That's a good thing. I mean, I trained them enough to fail, but they have no more energy. I'm gonna go home. All right. I was thinking to myself, I was sitting there just before I was getting ready to go out to work out or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I want to go to the gym today. I was like, you know, I'm kind of exhausted. I just ate a ton of food. I'm bloated now, dude. It feels so good to go to bed. And then I realized that I didn't have a vagina. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm ready to go pee. I think I'm ready to go ego lift for 6 hours straight. And then if I have a bad workout, just claim it's because I'm exhausted or something. And on a more serious note, that tricep day was actually kind of incredible. I don't really know how to even explain it, but it was phenomenal. Every single part of it felt good. I got my triceps to a point where it's like, that's my bicep, but I just thought the lighting looked kind of cool for a second, so I figured, you know what, why don't I just tense up a little? I don't even know what I was saying, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of need to get out of here, though, because it is like 12. It's Saturday, you know, so I could just stay up till like 6 a.m. and I'd be fine, but I don't really want to. And then, you know, I don't know what I was saying actually at all. Oh, tricep day was pretty cool. I'm going to bed. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. That caffeine has fried my brain. I feel like I'm not even functioning anymore at all.
Subscribe to McWid. If you haven't subscribed, then what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button right here. It takes one click. It's so easy.